welcome or welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. Today we are doing another What's Sold, Pack With Me, Ship With Me video. And we will be talking about just whatever hits my brain, really. First package going out, already packaged up because I needed to know the size of it. It is a Build-A-Bear, a yellow one with a little gem on the foot. And that is going out to Paige. Okay, first item going out. Men's and boys. Raglan sleeve, top, bottom, pajamas. Even's got a little carrying case because, you know, boys need carrying cases. I don't know. This one, as you can see, got a little dilly mo bopper here. I'm putting on all of them so that you can access my link tree. We'll see how that goes. This is going out to either Jerome or Jeremy. I've seen it pronounced both ways. The spelling isn't a traditional Jeremy, but sometimes it's not the traditional spelling and is pronounced that way. And then if you grew up in different cultures, it might be pronounced Jerome. So, I don't know. Anyways, let's talk about some big things happening with eBay. Nothing big, really. It's just been another change that has everybody going, oh, was this going to hurt me or help me? Which, you know, gotta understand that one. So, next one going out, I have sold this like 3 times. First time it apparently went out to the wrong address and it got sent back. Second time, they canceled shortly after ordering it, so I'm just like, oh, well, maybe this one will stick. Who knows? Anyways, eBay did this thing where you are now automatically opted in to give your discount to your shipping discount to the buyer. Now, a lot of people I know already do that, so it doesn't matter. I personally sell at mostly flat rate shipping, so it doesn't really affect me. I think I'm already opted into it for my calculated shipping items, such as the teddy bear. And yeah, but the big thing is that it's changing. This is going out to Eugene. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not wearing the glasses again. That name kind of looked like Eugenie. I'm not quite sure if that's correct or not. Not a name I've seen before. Anywho. Okay. This is a lot of 2 cross stitches. Both shepherd's bush. There's the thingy. Sandwich it between the 2. So, yeah. And it's something that you can, you know, opt back out of and be charging the buyer the regular shipping. And I think the biggest deal is that newcomers to the site, casual sellers won't know that it's changed, and you know, they're going to be offering cheaper shipping because of it, and that's probably why eBay did it. So, you know, this has old sellers kind of annoyed, because the reality is the new sellers and the casual sellers were selling it with the shipping at the higher price, and you know, it gave you doing it at a lower price a competitive advantage, which they will no longer have. There's also an issue I do foresee of new sellers that don't buy their postage on eBay. They'll get charged the buyer will get charged the discounted rate, and then the seller, not knowing, not understanding this, will go directly to the post office, and it will cost twice as much. And that's going to be a little difficult for them for sure. This is going out to Nan. And I'm getting an extra sticker because this is a repeat buyer. Vogue. Just kind of a separates. Dress, jacket, skirt, pants. The mix. So, yeah, I foresee that being a difficulty for new buyers that don't understand the whole shipping thing. After that, I'll tell you what I've done with shipping. I have put it on, the buyer gets my shipping discount for like a long time now. And most of my stuff is on flat rate shipping anyways. I really don't make any money off of shipping because maybe it's a couple cents cheaper, but then I still have fees on shipping that I have to pay. Don't get into that one. That's just one I don't agree with. But, you know, I still have to pay the fees on the shipping, and I have to buy shipping supplies and stuff like that. So this is going out to Karen. Here we've got a cute little dress. Again, the summertime. Summertime's coming. One sleeve option with this little, I don't know what that's called. I forgot what that's called. Just an overlay piece, but a tier. You know, you can make it a little more fancy if you want to. Anywho. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Okay. Had to unbag some of these because I hadn't. I was going to do that the other day and I forgot. Anywho. What I do on my calculated shipping is it offers them the discount, and then I put it in at like a pound or the next ounces up, the next section of ounces up, or a couple of them, or the next pound up. And you don't put in like 2 pounds, you put in 2 pounds 1 ounce, because that puts it into the next bracket. And that way it covers, it shows a little bit higher shipping rate, not too much higher, not what would you call it, not a retail rate, but you're still getting a couple extra dollars or a couple extra cents or whatever. And if something happens and it does accidentally go into that higher shipping rate, you're generally covered. You're not generally paying out of pocket. This is going to Virginia. And here we have kids' pajamas. So, yeah, that's just the way I've been doing it, because it's always given the best kind of shipping options. You might see lower shipping options, but you often see higher ones because most people don't give the discounted rate, because some people just don't know. So, wondering how that's going to change. And doing that also allows you to, kind of be a little bit more competitive, especially with this change that's coming up. This is going to Carol. This is going to Crystal. There's a name that has multiple spellings. Kind of like the name Candace. I don't think I've known a Candace that has the exact same spelling as someone else. So, yeah. That is the best way I know at this point to deal with competitive advantage. Way to not be overpaying on the shipping, or not have the buyer overpaying on shipping, when here shortly shipping is going to be much cheaper on a lot of items. And here we have tunic top. Super cute. Long sleeve, short sleeve. Summer also would work great moving into a fall item if you want. So, yeah. Like I said, though, I don't generally have to worry about it. I have everything on flat rate shipping, which works best for me. And like I said, it's generally a couple cents over what actual shipping is, and it still doesn't cover costs of fees and like poly millers. That is figured into my operating costs. This is going to Steven. Okay, this was newly listed. Definitely a cute dress. The maxi look is so in right now. So, anywho, that's really all I've got to say on that subject. I mean, eBay is always going to constantly be making changes, and we just have to kind of roll with the punches. That's when you're going to do best, is when you find a way to make the change that works best for you. Like, you're going to have a ton of people opting out of the automatic discount. And with that, they're going to have higher shipping prices. Now, if their regular price or sales prices are lower, they'll probably do okay. If they have, you know, a base of buyers that frequently come back, repeat buyers, they'll probably still do okay. After that, you know, who knows? But the people that come in right away and say, okay, let's see what I can do with this. Like I said, like me, you know, stay opted into the giving the buyer the shipping discount and then putting the weight a little bit higher. So you're got that lower price, but just a little bit higher shipping, and people will be like, oh, maybe it's a distance thing, you know, and then they'll take into consideration the condition of your item and stuff like that instead of the price. This is going out to Angela. And the reality is, doing that right now is going to give you the greatest competitive advantage. I think you mostly get that competitive advantage because it's what eBay wants. And now there's occasion in which the changes eBay makes aren't good for us and aren't good for the buyer. There's one for you. Their search engine is still so messed up. I buy on eBay as well as sell on eBay. Okay, so I'm looking for something, and I go in and I type in what I want, you know, and they come up, and I go into the filters and I filter it by the category, so I'm actually getting stuff that are crafts versus random junk in mostly automotive, because for some odd reason everything is in automotive. So I filter that out. When I do that, what shows up is literally like half the amount of items. It's like 100 and something items. And I'm like, oh, cool, you know, that is great, you know. eBay Auto's getting on my nerves. So then I go into sort. I want to sort by lowest to highest price. I go into sort. It wipes out almost everything but one item. I'm like, what? This isn't filtering. This is sorting. Sorting should not remove items. And I'm like, dude, eBay, your search. Seriously, like they messed up their search. They really messed up their search. And maybe it's because they're trying to get it to where promoted listings is required, to where you have to pay for product placement. I hope they don't do that. That's pure shit for the buyer. That really is. So I'd say eBay, if you're listening. eBay's not listening. But this is going out to Patricia. So, yeah. Oh, crazy search. I was just like, what? just what? So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe it won't really help you any to do what eBay wants. And it could be that search is messed up right now because of them switching over the like auto pricing thing. Maybe that's why it glitched search. I don't know. Technology it's advancing faster than people can fine tune and tweak it and make things work correctly. And I think that's going to cause more and more problems as time passes, because if you're implementing new things without the old things being fixed, you're just opening up for a butt ton of glitches. This is going to a name in which I cannot pronounce. Yeah, no. Soleil. Sorry, I don't know your name. I'm not an intelligent person, I guess. The closest I can come up with that name is Soli. Soli, maybe? As that person who has that name laughs their butt off at me for even attempting that. This is just a typical blouses pattern. Some cute little forward seams. Got some flare sleeves, butterfly sleeves, whatever you want to call them. Basic blouses, always a good pattern to have. Like, definitely always a good pattern to have. So, yeah. I don't think I've got anything else to say on that. I've still got quite a few to ship out. I had 2-3 days of really horrible sales, and then just around that not having sales nearly as high as I'm wanting them to be. Not quite at goal level, so there's like a whole week of just like much lower sales. This is going out to Patricia. So yeah, it was very nice to get a couple of days of like pretty good sales. And one of the days I was kind of saved previously with the slow sale days where I didn't get many sales, because several of the items sold at like higher than usual prices, so kept me at a decent sales. But there was one day I had like $20 in sales. I was just like, oh, this is so bad. Got here Daisy Kingdom. Definitely it was super popular one time. I know you can still find the fabrics. I don't know if can't find all of them for sure, but you can still find them. And the dresses work just with any sort of like border fabric, so it can be really cute holiday dresses, like Easter dresses and stuff like that, and pictures and all the fun stuff. this one is going out to, I have no clue, Lori. This is going out to Lori. Now, this is cute. It's a little, like, oversized jacket. You can do short sleeves. You can do long sleeves. Got a, like, pan collar going on. It's got this yoke with the pleating, so it's very full. Probably would be great for, like, lagging look and stuff like that, I would assume. I have to say, I'm not sure what else to talk about at the moment. Anything else going on with eBay? We talked about search results being wonky. Oh, I got a thing in today that said, item not received, want refund. So I go in and I look at the tracking. It was literally updated yesterday. So clearly it's going through the network. It's going through very slowly. It was shipped out on the 11th. Thank you, USPS. But they're like, I planned on using this pattern for, I don't know, a retreat or something. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't control USPS. It's just, that's one of the hardest things. I still don't know how to, like, how to reply to customers when that happens. This is going out to apparently a username again, so not giving you that one. Yeah, when people put their usernames as their for the shipping address, I'm just like, what? Okay, you say so. So, yeah. I don't know how to respond to that because it's so difficult. It's like, okay, it's USPS. I get that we're part of a society that's like, oh, blame the seller for stuff they have no control over. And that's a little rough, but it's like, it's moving through the system. It's not like it was unscanned and you never saw anything. It's not like it stopped, 3 days after shipping and hasn't moved. Like, I can't even go in and be like, hey, what's up with this package? Because it's moving through the system. Not to mention, if you know USPS, when the seller does stuff, they really don't care. It's when the receiver puts in for, item, package not arrived, package missing, that sort of stuff. When the seller does it, when the sender does it, they just don't care. They don't look for it. When the person receiving the package looks for it, they, like, jump into action. But when we as sellers do it, they don't take notice. This is going to Jim and Kim. This, I like. This is so cute. It's a simple little blouse. We've got almost a cowl neckline, which I think this is actually just a piece of fabric that is sewn in. I don't think it's the actual cowl neckline. Yeah, it looks like it's just a piece of fabric sewn in with some cap sleeves, pleat up the front, and they use such a lightweight, flowy, drapey fabric. It just looks super cute. So, yeah. So I sent in the tracking. I'm like, item is still moving through the system. If you want, when you receive it, you're welcome to return it. And that's like all I can do. It's like people expect the sellers to be able to control what the post office does, what any mail or delivery service does. And we just don't. And yeah, I get it's very annoying, but why is it on us to... I just don't understand why it's on us. Whoops, I just bumped the tripod. It's the one thing I dislike is, being on us to have to go and seek out the item and stuff like that. And I mean, I get it, because I like it when, you know, Target or Amazon or Walmart does that for me. I do, but they've also got a little bit more rapport with delivery services than we do. They have things set up, you know, for this, for searching for, whereas we are still at civilian level and they just kind of shrug their shoulders and go, we'll get to it when we get to it. This is going out to Christine. And it's even more so when, like, you know, if the buyer sends in a lost mail request or something like that, they will deal with it much quicker than when the sender, the seller, does. And it's so aggravating that they do that. Got here just a little raglan sleeve top. Looks like it's probably made more for woven versus knit fabrics, though. Will probably be cute in knits as well. Options for things like ruffles, and that's interesting. You've got the flouncy thing going down. Interesting. Girl core is a thing that was on the runway this spring, which means they like the ruffles and the flounces. So, yeah. We'll see what she says about that, and she returns the item. If she doesn't, it's, I don't know. The automatic request for a refund when it doesn't arrive 3 days after you ordered it, though, is very annoying. It's going out to Soban. Sorry, that name's probably pronounced incorrectly. It's not that I don't love you, it's that I'm an idiot. Okay, and here we've got a, sorry, that was my little blue number that let me know that this was more than 4 ounces. Like, I wouldn't be able to tell it's 3 patterns. But we got a lot of 3 patterns. I believe they are all Vogue. One of them is vintage 60s inspired. Again, with a lot of the seam detail. I think I've sold this pattern. I think I've sold this pattern before. And they get a sticker. Where's there? Oh, I lost there. The little over thingy. There we go. So yeah, somebody's gonna have fun with some sewing. I'm a little jealous. I keep trying to find time to do sewing, but I'm wanting to film it, and because I'm wanting to film it, this isn't gonna fit in there, is it? Have to use the bigger package. Looked like it would fit, but not quite. That's okay. We have larger envelopes for a reason. So, yeah. I don't remember what I was talking about. I remember I was talking about oh, yeah. It's like, they don't request, you know, they don't send in a, you know, where's my package request or anything like that. It's just, give me a refund. I'm just like, dude, I don't even request that of, like, Walmart and Amazon. It's like, dude, where's my package? And it drives me insane, because it's like buyers think that there are more scam sellers out there. And it's like, no, there are more scam buyers out there, because it is a lot easier to scam as a buyer than a seller. Trust me on that. This is going out to Nancy. Yeah. And I think that's one of the hard parts is, you know, they're probably just automatically asking for the refunds because there are so many scammers out there. We live in a very high scam culture society. I don't think it's the culture. as a society. And it's not something we should have to worry about, but nobody wants to implement the things necessary to stop it, because it's not on the buyers. It's not on the civilians, the everyday person. It's not on us to stop it. We can't. We don't have those resources. It's on the companies and creating systems within our criminal justice system that goes after these. And they don't want to pay for that because that's expensive. That costs them money. So they just find ways to tell us to be on the lookout for scams. Yeah, no wonder scams are increasing. Nobody will actually stop them where they start. This is a jacket. I don't know why somebody's buying a jacket in spring, but go you if you are. I've actually sold this pattern a few different times. Kind of surprised to see how well it's sold, especially things as when I first looked it up, it didn't really have very many sold, if any, sold comps on it. I don't know. Might just be the keywords that I put in. Who knows? This is going out to Marla. Marla, somewhere near me. I don't think it's that cold there, Marla. It's really not that cold there. It doesn't get nearly as cold there as it does here. But I know. You work on things when you work on things, right? So anyways, that'll be it for this one. And yeah, we did some complaining about scammers. We talked about USPS being slow with getting packages to people. We talked about the new eBay policy where you're automatically opted into giving the buyer your shipping discount, and that is where we stand with things. Wow, the clouds just suddenly came in. That probably darkened up my screen. Anyways, I will see you next time. Thanks for stopping by, and yeah, bye for now.